Hey guys, Movie Junkie for Life here. And yes, my location is different right now because my place has been accosted, so I can't shoot inside today. But that's okay because today's review is gonna be about a Trinidadian themed movie called Bazodee, starring Marshall Montano and I think her name is Natalie Pereira and a bunch of other people whose name I'm sorry I can't pronounce. This movie is about an Indian businessman whose daughter is supposed to be wed to a British businessman's son, and they come to Trinidad to have the engagement party and so forth. And while she's here in Trinidad, she meets a local Kaiso singer who makes her think twice about if she really has chosen her happily ever after. Now this movie, it's gonna get a lot of play here in Trinidad because it stars Marshall Montano, and he's like one of our biggest local stars. He's one of those Kaisonians or Soca artists who has really put Soca on the map for Trinidad and Tobago. So I know a lot of people are going to be drawn to this movie because of him. I am not a huge Marshall Montano fan, but I love the guy's music. I think he makes amazing music. Sorry about the background noise. I am outdoors. And his music here plays a big part in why I think this movie is good. The story itself, it's very Bollywood. This movie is very Bollywood. It's also a musical. It's not just a straightforward movie. So there's a lot of singing. If you're not prepared for that, just please be, I think it's like every other scene they break out in song. And it's mostly Marshall's songs. So, it makes for a fun listen if you love his music. We also have music is shot the movie is shot in Trinidad, and I was hoping that they would have more locales, like they would show more of the country, but I think they did well enough in trying to make it seem very natural, very balanced. We do get a lot of locations. If you're a Trinidadian or Tobagonian, there's a lot you're gonna recognize here. That being said, story-wise, this movie didn't really impress me. This story, I've seen it 1,000 times before, especially if you've seen Bollywood movies. You have a girl, she comes from a well-to-do family, she meets a boy, he is not well-to-do, and she falls in love and she's wondering if she's making the right decision. Now, when it comes to reality and romantic movies, these two things don't really go well together. Why I say that is, I don't think the events that took place in this movie would have played out the way it did in real life. I don't think anybody would give up their entire future and their entire life on somebody who's virtually a total stranger because he could sing really good songs. The acting it's not bad, it's not great, but I think Marshall does a really good job for somebody who is not an actor. I was surprised. He did seem very natural. I guess he is a performer, so he's accustomed to being in front of a camera, and that shows. Some of the side players, like the guy who plays his best friend, I thought he did a wonderful job. And some of the actors came across natural, while others I find felt forced, I guess, because I've seen a lot of local plays and you can tell when somebody's being natural with their accents, or and when they're having difficulties. So not everybody here meshed well for me. I felt like they were trying a little too hard to balance the Trinidadian dialect and the speaking maybe with a British accent or speaking with a foreign accent. Whatever they were trying to do, for some people it didn't work. So the success of this movie here is really the wonderful chemistry between Marshall, who plays Lee De Leon, and the actress, I think her name is Natalie Pereira. I'm sorry, if it might be Nicole, I'll check it out to make sure, who plays Anita. They had a wonderful natural chemistry. They seem like two people who probably really enjoyed each other's company, and it shows. So that works really well here. The music is a big part of why I enjoyed this movie. Marshall, he redid some of his songs, and he added a couple of new ones in there. I think there's one, I don't know if the name of his song is Differences, I don't know, but it's a wonderful blend of chutney music and soca music. I really like the music. The music is a big part of why I enjoyed this movie. But overall, I don't think this movie is gonna appeal to very wide audiences. I think if you like our soca music, if you are a fan of Marshall, and you know, maybe you're just a Trinidadian and you want to see Trinidad on the big screen, that is going to draw you to this movie. Otherwise, there isn't really much in terms of the story. It's a Bollywood movie with a little pilau flavored in there, right? So I'm going to give Bazodee a 6 out of 10. Go, you can check it out. It's in cinemas right now. And like I said, if you love Marshall, you're going to get a kick out of the music. Oh, there's one other thing that I did not like about this, and I really have to warn you guys. The director, for some reason, chooses to have really close-up shots of everybody's face. And I mean close. It's like if I did that to the camera, and it gave me a headache. It honestly, I was like squinting at one point in time. I don't know why he would do that. People would be having conversations, and it's like, this, you are in the audience and this is the person's face. It's like right there, and I'm even trying to pull back and like hoping he would zoom out a little bit, or she would zoom out. Not sure who the director was. It was awful. It gave me a headache. It was way too in your face. So just heads up on that one. It bothered me. Maybe it mightn't bother you, but go out, check it out, you know, support your local arts, and Bazodee gets a 6 out of 10. Okay guys, till next time. Bye bye.